Hello students, how are you? Today we are studying about nomenclature of aliphatic hydrocarbon. We know that in 1900s, the organic compound had common names such as formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, and acetic acid. But now we have millions of organic compounds. So we need a single system, we need a common system to give the name of that millions of organic compound. And this system is given by International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, which give us the four part to give the name of an organic compound, which are prefix, root stem, primary suffix, and secondary suffix. First, we will discuss about stem or root. What it gives, what it tells about. It gives the longest continuous carbon containing chain which has some functional group. First point. Second point, numbering start from the end carbon nearer to the functional group. Means the long chain, say for example, consists of 5 carbon. So we will numbering the carbon from that carbon atom which is directly connected with the functional group. Third one, if the chain is ring, the name starts with the cyclo. Say for example, the 4 carbon compound are connected through each other with no terminal carbon atom. Then we will use the name of that butane called cyclobutane, because butane is used for 4 carbon atoms, and cyclo 4, there are no end carbon, there are no terminal carbon, such as I'll show you this one carbon, second carbon, third and fourth carbon. There are no terminal carbon in the ring. But if we talk about open chain, then there will 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 2 terminal carbon in the open chain. This is about stem or root. Now we will discuss about suffix. There are 2 types of suffix. First of all, primary suffix. What primary suffix gives the information. It gives the information about the saturation or unsaturation. Say for example, we know that saturated hydrocarbon contains single bond, but unsaturated hydrocarbon contain double or triple bond. And then is secondary suffix. Secondary suffix basically shows the family name, such as OL for alcohol, AL for aldehyde, and ONE for ketone. This is all about suffix. And the third one is prefix. Prefix basically gives the name and position of side chain, maybe alkyl atom or other substituent, sorry, alkyl group or other substituents such as halo and nitro. This one is chloro group or halo group, attached as a functional group to the carbon longest chain. Say for example, carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is butane and this is a functional group. Prefix gives the information about the chlorine or functional group, and also gives the name and position. This is all about prefix. And the second point, it always write the position number before the name. When you are writing the IUPAC name of an organic compound, so keep it in your mind. First of all, you will write the position numbers. Now we use some example to understand better the concept of nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature system. We have first example, and we will give name according to these rules and according to this sequence. First of all, we write its prefix name, then root or stem name, then primary suffix, and after and the last one is secondary suffix. And what stem or root tells about, it gives the longest continuous carbon chain. First we will find the longest continuous carbon chain, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the longest carbon chain. And the carbon that contain 4 carbon and the compound that contain 4 carbon atom, we call them bute. 4 carbon compound, we call them bute. Such as 3 carbon compound, we call it prop, and 2 carbon compound, we call it eth, and 1 carbon compound, we call it meth. So its root name is bute. Again, its root or stem name is bute. Now the second point, numbering start from the end carbon nearer to the functional group, and this is the functional group. We know that this is halogen and this is act as a functional group, and numbering start from the nearest carbon which is directly connected with the functional group. So carbon number 1 is this is second carbon, third carbon, and this is fourth carbon. Now the third point, we already discussed about that. If the organic compound is cyclo or a ring, then we use the name cyclohexane, cyclobutane, and cyclopentane, cyclohexane, cycloethane. Second is suffix. Primary suffix that shows the saturation and unsaturation. We used ane. We know that saturation is used for carbon to carbon single bond, and unsaturation shows that carbon to carbon have double bond or carbon to carbon have triple bond. And if we talk about this formula, whole formula contain the single bond, it means it is saturated, and saturated, for saturated compound we use the word ane. So this is but and ane. Ane is basically the family name of the organic compound. Now third one, secondary suffix. Secondary suffix shows the functional group ol, al, on. Now we use the name that is chlorine. So there is no secondary suffix in the whole organic compound. Then we use just the name chlorine. That is described by prefix. Give the name and position of side chain. Now we know that the side chain is this chlorine. And second point is always write position number before the name. So this chlorine is directly connected with the first carbon. So we will write its name 1-chlorobutane. So this is the IUPAC name of this organic compound. Hope you will understand. If you have any question or query, please do comments. Now the second example. First, we should need to find the longest chain of carbon atom. Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the longest chain of carbon atom and continuously connected through each other. So this is, we know that the functional group, and this functional group is used for OIC, and this is called carboxylic group. Now use the second example. We know that the longest carbon chain is this carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the longest chain. Sorry, this carbon is for carboxylic acid. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 carbon compound is called pent. We call them pent. So its root or stem name is pent. Now, second is numbering starting from the end carbon nearer to the functional group. We know that this is a functional group. So we will start numbering from here. Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is all also a functional group. Now, second is primary suffix shows saturation and unsaturation. We know that in the carbon chain there is no double bond. So this bond is saturated and we use ane for saturated compound. So this is pentane. And third one is secondary suffix, shows functional group or family name, and we know that this is the secondary suffix and it contains carboxylic acid, and we use the OIC acid. It means it is pentanoic acid. It means this is pentanoic acid. Now if we talk about the second functional group, it is contained on second carbon. It is called prefix. Prefix gives the name and position of side chain. So this is the side chain, and we use and we call them a side chain or prefix. Or and we will write this position number and before the name, such as this chlorine is connected with the second carbon. So we will write here 2-chloro-pentanoic acid. So the full name, according to the IUPAC nomenclature system, this compound have the name 2-chloropentanoic acid according to the IUPAC nomenclature system. Now we will talk about the third example. Now we know that the longest carbon chain is this one carbon number 1, 2, 3. This is the longest chain, and this is the side group or side chain element, and this is the functional group, and this functional group is called aldehyde. And aldehyde, we know the family name of aldehyde, we used Al. So this is Al for aldehyde. Now Give the carbon number numbering to the carbon atom, carbon number 1, carbon number 2, and carbon number 3. Now we will write first of all the prefix or the side chain along with its position number. It contains second carbon. It contains the second carbon. Then we write 2 methyl, because the second or the side chain compound is basically alkyl group. So we call it methyl because it contains one carbon. 2 methyl. And now we use the stem or root name, and stem name is 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon compound is called prop. So we use 3 methane prop, and it contains all the single bond. Then we use the word an, and now it contains the functional group which is used as a through which we can use the word al for aldehyde of the functional group. Then we put there al. So the whole organic compound name contain according to the IUPAC nomenclature system, that is 2-methyl propanol. Hope you all will understand. If you have any question or query, please do comments, and follow, subscribe, and like, share my channel that is about whose name is Educational Cortex.